India is an age-old friend of Sri Lanka. Discuss India's role in recent crisis in Sri Lanka in the light of the preceding statement. So you talk about everything that you know about India-Sri Lanka relations. That's it. Okay, you can start talking by introducing about that. Okay, the friendship is marked by mutual respect, shared cultural heritage, collaborative ventures in various spheres, maybe infrastructure development, technology, or cultural kind of initiatives, etc. You can talk like that in a broader introduction. Then start talking about the historical ties. We can talk about the relation through Ramayana, that is Ravana has took Sita to Sri Lanka and all. You can talk about the Ashokamaniga kind of thing, etc. Then this shared history is the foundation for bilateral relations, which is evident during the diplomacy between India and Sri Lanka on various instances. You can talk about the 1980 Sri Lankan Civil War, where India played a significant role in introducing the Indian peacekeeping force to mediate between Sri Lankan government and the LTTE terrorists or rebels. Okay, and you can connect with the next point by saying that these diplomatic measures highlighted military involvement, but the present or after 2000, post 2000, the diplomacy is through some soft aspects, like soft power aspects, like we have given humanitarian assistance during the 2004 tsunami, and India was the quickest country to lend a helping hand. We have created an operation called Operation Sea Waves for providing the relief material and medical teams in the affected regions of Sri Lanka. And this assistance is not during disasters only. During economic crisis as well, India had lent around $400 million currency swap facility, extended currency swap facility to the Reserve Bank or Central Bank of Sri Lanka to ensure its financial stability. Now, this financial or economic support is just one aspect. Like for more rooted collaboration to solidify this friendship, we had many infrastructural collaborations as well. Like India had invested in multiple projects, just like in reconstruction of the Jaffna railway track, development of Trincomalee oil tank farm, etc. So India have a vested interest in Sri Lanka's infrastructure development. Why? It is strategically also very important for India. We know that China's growing presence in the Indian Ocean region, they have invested in many areas like Hambantota port development and all. So India had engaged in multiple diplomatic efforts to ensure that India is not losing in the geopolitics of the Indian Ocean region through acquisition and cross-servicing agreement. Like why this agreement is made to ensure a strategic balance and security in the region, to ensure that India is not losing to China on its relation with Sri Lanka in terms of security. Okay, so Sri Lanka is having this strategic diplomacy, like important for the strategic diplomacy of India as well. That's why we are having many infrastructural collaborations with Sri Lanka. That's why we are having a vested interest in Sri Lanka's infrastructure development. Now, while these are the aspects related to security kind of thing, we are having culture or soft power relations as well. Like we conduct Indian festival in Colombo, Indian Film Festival in Colombo, and there is a Buddhist pilgrimage route connecting both countries. So that shows the depth of cultural exchange. Why we are maintaining such cultural relations and maintaining the soft power relations with Sri Lanka continuously? Because of the regional geopolitics. Sri Lanka is at a strategic location near the international trade route or sea route in the Indian Ocean, and has often been a concern for India because the China is investing heavily in the Hambantota port. If you remember, there was a news that a Chinese spy submarine is coasting near the Indian Ocean, near Sri Lanka, to get the information, the spy information, to spy the information of ISRO and all. So, these kind of importance are there for Sri Lanka in the geopolitics. Apart from all these things, not only in the geopolitical or financial infrastructural aspects, the relation is important in the human rights advocacy as well. Like on various international platforms, India has voiced against the injustice done to the Tamil minority and all regarding the fishing rights disputes between India and Sri Lanka. So, India want to ensure that India's friend, that is Sri Lanka, is ensuring the principle of democracy and human rights to its citizens and our Tamil citizens they may not be Indian citizens, but they are having a history with India. So to ensure that the principles of democracy and human rights are being upheld in Sri Lanka, India has been voicing concerns in the international platforms as well. So even though there are such occasional disagreements in the case of Tamil people fishing rights in the Park Strait, etc., but both nations have always approached the issues through dialogue, showing maturity in the bilateral relations, so that like nothing is turning into a dispute or a war-like situation. So India's role, you can conclude that by saying India's role in Sri Lanka's recent crisis is rooted in a rich shared history. Okay, it reflects a balance. So India's role is reflecting a balance between humanitarian concerns, just like we talked in the case of like assistance during tsunami, then economic support and all, then India's interest in the welfare of Tamil minority, Park Strait fishermen kind of thing. Like it's a balance between humanitarian concerns, economic interest, strategic diplomacy. So you can talk that while navigating the complexities of modern geopolitics, the age old friendship continues to thrive based on mutual respect and shared values. Okay, emphasizing the depth of India Sri Lanka relationship. So, on a very positive note, you can end the answer. Thank you.